Our path to Finn's birth, from the day we started trying to the moment we heard his first cry, was a 7-year journey. Bill and I had always wanted children, and soon after we were married, we tried to conceive naturally, but after 2 years of holistic treatments, it became clear we were going to need some help. Hopeful, but with mixed feelings, we moved into the world of assisted fertility treatments. First follicle stimulation and hormone therapy, and then on to IVF, the grand dame of fertility processes. Our first cycle of IVF, we became pregnant. It was an easy and joyful pregnancy, especially when we found out we were having twins. I wrote notes to Bill from the babies, took walks, and talked to them every day. My mother and I chatted several times a week, comparing notes from her pregnancy with me, and at our 20-week ultrasound, the bluish screen revealed 2 boys, sucking their thumbs. We started picking out names. A few weeks later, the 3rd trimester point in sight, I went into premature labor. By 9 o'clock that night, the babies were delivered via C-section, stillborn. We felt devastated by the loss, but our desire to have children only intensified. We tried again 9 months later, unsuccessfully, and another time in the fall. I miscarried at 6 weeks. Emotionally and financially depleted, Bill and I decided we needed a break. Over the preceding few years, my mother and I had developed a new, really rich relationship, and during this time, we connected on the phone regularly. She'd recently retired and was seeking some kind of calling or passion for her newly retired life. She was taking long walks, and I was doing yoga and meditating, both of us trying to find some answers about our respective journeys and how challenging it was not to have answers. 3 months later, on one of those long walks, a friend of hers mentioned a postmenopausal woman who'd become pregnant. When she pulled up the story on the internet, chills ran over her skin, as if her body knew before her mind consciously caught up. A month later in Chicago, she presented an idea to Bill and I in a letter. She wrote the happiest time in her life was being pregnant, and quoted statistics that shocked us of women of advanced maternal age giving birth. She ended the letter saying, if there was any way medically possible and we were up for it, she would love to be the surrogate for our child. We all recognized this was a crazy, wild idea, a long shot at best, and yet my heart thumped. We decided to go for it. 1 year and 2 joint IVF cycles later, that long shot became reality, and my mother became the oldest woman in Illinois to give birth, to Finn, Bill and my biological child. People ask why I wrote the book, and I suppose as a writer, I wrote it because writing is the way I interact with the world and make sense of my experiences. When other writers have bravely shared their journeys and challenges, and how they found a way through, it's given me courage and hope. While my road to motherhood included immense pain, it also opened me to the miraculous in life, the reality that transformation is possible, and the undeniable power of mother love. This is a story about my mother and I, about fertility, loss, transformation, and birth. And it's about a family coming together with fierce determination to take that long shot and hope for a miracle which in fact came true. This is the story of bringing in Finn.